Hey everybody, the dreaded Dean here. Tonight we're going to do things a little bit differently. This video is in honor of a good man and a great friend of mine, Adrian Medley, or Aid. I met Adrian in Athens, Ohio in 2009. So me and my friend John Riehle, back in Athens, we would frequent karaoke quite a bit. We started going to the Smiling Skull Saloon, but we actually heard that another guy had started in town. He would do it at the bars Jackie O's and Casa Nueva. So of course we frequented that, and we went there so many times and we rocked it out so many times that he actually befriended us and offered to get us going with our own karaoke gigs. It's fucking awesome. So what amazed me about Adrian was I had already lived in town for about a year down in Athens, Ohio, and he seemed to just pop up out of nowhere. Seattle, actually. But he already knew, everyone in town already knew him, and I'm just like, oh, cool, new karaoke guy in town. So he just, already knew everyone in town, and not only that, he was, just the leader of after hours parties, where it's he worked with a lot of nightlife in Athens, on and off stage, Adrian was the dude. His attitude and charisma just drew you in. He was just one of those natural magnetic personalities, and not only that, he had such a big heart. He'd give his shirt to you off your back, or off his back. As cheesy of a line that is, he and so much more, because he ended up giving me and my friend John basically our first karaoke gigs, and to start off with, he just let us borrow his equipment. So he just literally gave us a job. Here, have a job. I'm not making anything from you guys, but here you go. Also, when things went south with my ex-girlfriend, he let me and my cat stay with him till I got on my feet. He was just an awesome guy. Basically, if you were good to him, he was more than good to you. So, tragically, Adrian Medley's life was taken Friday, October 21st, in a gruesome car accident. And it still doesn't even feel real to me. It's so sad and so surprising. What's really unfortunate is I wasn't able to make his celebration of life, as you would call it, or his wake that is happening this weekend in Athens. So that is really the real reason that I wanted to make this video, because I couldn't make that. So, in honor of Adrian Medley, we're making this video tonight about his absolute favorite superhero, Captain America. Like I said, Adrian had a natural charisma and sense of leadership to him, much akin to Captain America, which is funny that would be his favorite superhero. And to many people in Athens, obviously I live in Kent now, but still to me, and I'm sure many in Athens, Adrian could be considered Captain Athens. So, without further ado, actually before the trailer that we're going to show you, and before we actually watch the movie, I'm going to show a little clip that we were just sent from my old DJ partner, John Riehle, or the DJ Marshall. Again, Adrian helped get me and John into doing karaoke, so let's see what John has to say about Adrian.
Hello, so my name is John Riehle. Some people know me as DJ Riehle. Most people know me as DJ Marshall. I'm kidding, nobody actually knows me as DJ Marshall either. I am making this recording on behalf of Adrian Medley. He was my dear friend in college, and I'm sure the dreaded Dean has already mentioned, we DJ'd together quite a bit. This man pretty much gave me everything. He gave me my start. I remember going up to him after a show one time. Me and Dean had sung a few songs, end of the night, and we're outside a bar and we're just talking to this karaoke DJ, and one thing just sort of leads to another, and the next thing I know, we're all following in his footsteps and DJing around Athens and having a great time together. And it's kind of one of those things that you always want to last forever, but of course it doesn't. I moved away from Ohio, came down here to Texas, spoke with Adrian a little while ago, and I'd always hoped we would have the chance to, do one more show together, sing another song on stage, have a few beers. So that's pretty much the reason why I'm recording this, for his memory. I'm sorry I couldn't make it back to Ohio and be with all the other people who are remembering him right now, so I'm at least making this recording in that same spirit. As far as his connection with Captain America goes, I know it was one of his favorite characters. There was a competition a little while back, as I recall, shortly around the time the first Captain America movie premiered, where fans would design their own costumes and take pictures and sort of submit it to the local theater, and they would, vote on who was the best. Adrian spent quite a bit of time on his costume, and it was amazing. I don't know how he put that together, but it was just, he looked good in it. I mean, he really did. And the shield that he made that all by hand. Nothing store-bought. He went all out, and he looked good. I don't think he won the competition, unfortunately, which I consider to be a travesty. But, be that as it may, he always looked good in that costume, and it's one that we all have saved of him. I'm sure everyone who has ever known him or friended him on Facebook has seen it. So I'm making this recording in honor of him. I had always hoped that he would DJ at my wedding, and my wedding day, God willing it ever shows up, will be that much dimmer without him. So farewell, Adrian. We will miss you.
Tommy the Hammer here, hanging out with my good buddy, the dreaded Dean, and I've got my other friend, Adam McDougally's on camera.
How's it going?
And tonight we are going to be reviewing Captain America, the First Avenger. So while we all watch the movie, why don't you guys check out the trailer for the flick, and we'll be right back with our review.
I know this neighborhood. I got beat up in that alley.
You just don't know when to give up.
I could do this all day.
You have something against running away?
You start running, they'll never let you stop. You really gonna do this now?
There are men laying down their lives. I got no right to do any less than them.
I can offer you a chance.
Our goal is to create a new breed of super soldier. When you brought a 90-pound asthmatic onto my army base, I let it slide.
I am looking for qualities beyond the physical.
You win wars with guts.
Grenade! Everybody down!
Is this a test? He's still skinny.
Whatever happens, stay who you are. Not just a soldier, but a good man.
Is it too late to go to the bathroom?
You actually did it. Who the hell are you?
The first of many.
Hydra is the Nazi Deep Science Division, led by Johann Schmidt.
He thinks he's a god, and he's willing to blow up half the world to prove it.
You're not even close to this technology.
I asked for an army, and all I got was you.
Congratulations. You just got promoted.
Mr. Stark?
I had some ideas about the uniform.
You're gonna get so many girls.
Captain, we are much alike. I don't know if I can do this.
You won't be alone.
What made you so special?
Nothing. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn.
Hey!
You're late.
Nobody's perfect.
Alright guys, so we just got done watching Captain America, the First Avenger, and one thought that kind of occurred to me by the end of the movie is it's actually been about 4 years since Captain America, the First Avenger has come out, and a lot of Marvel movies have come out in its wake, and it was kind of a joy to watch it again, you know. And personally speaking, I really like this movie. It embodies the old school Marvel comic book vibe that I look for when I'm reading the comic books and when I'm seeing the movies. And you know, to be perfectly honest, I think this is a great Marvel movie. It's got good pacing, it's got a good director, it's got good acting, it's got great special effects, and I gotta say that Hugo Weaving steals the show for the most part. Chris Evans is an excellent Captain America, but Hugo Weaving, you know, pitch perfect. I've been wanting to watch this movie again solely for his aspect into the film. And after a couple of years of seeing it in the theaters, like I said, it's been about 4 years, I gotta say, out of 10 stars, I'm gonna give Captain America, the First Avenger, I'm gonna give it a 7. It's a solid 7.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is a solid, entertaining Marvel film. I mean, this is like, you know, of all the movies that Marvel does, this is like definitely, you know, one of their best. You know, it was a movie along with Iron Man that helped usher in the era of the Avengers, and you can see why, because it's, you know, it kind of cements the whole anticipation for the Avengers and all that. So, I mean, it's a great film. I mean, it's got the whole, you know, 1930s, 40s Art Deco look going on. It's very much like The Rocketeer, you know, which is kind of an older movie from the 90s, but it's like, if you kind of go back to the look of that era, you know, just like the whole sort of old style futuristic look, this film, like, you know, it nails it. And, you know, it's very entertaining. I mean, Captain America is a, you know, hero you connect with and all that, and, you know, it's a solid flick. So, you know, I mean, it's one of Marvel's best. So, in terms of and the Captain America franchise, in my belief, is one of the best franchises that Marvel has had, because, you know, every Captain America movie from, like, you know, the First Avenger to Winter Soldier to Civil War has been a solid flick, you know, because it's just like they're able to tap into so many, you know, deep psyches about, you know, what America is and what we stand for, and it kind of like, you know, it serves to, you know, raise that up in terms of what it means to be American, but it also sort of challenges it a little bit too, to a certain extent. So that's why it's an awesome film. I'd say out of 10 stars, I'd give this a like a solid 7, because it's an entertaining flick. You know, it's engaging from, you know, plot wise, and everybody in their designated role, especially as Tom said, you know, Hugo Weaving as Red Skull, it works. Chris Evans is perfect as Captain America. So, and Tommy Lee Jones, you know, he's awesome as ever. So, I mean, each character is intriguing. It's just, it works. It's an entertaining film. People tend to sometimes look down at comic book movies, but they shouldn't, because this film really shows that comic book movies, if done right, they're awesome. So, there you go.
I really love this movie. Like, I love, like, the 1940s feeling to it throughout the whole movie. It reminds me of, like, flipping through the radio stations and finding that like 1930s, 40s, like weird flapper station or whatever. It's just like something about it just takes you back, and I love the air battles. Yeah, there are a lot of great action scenes in this movie. Like you guys said, the Red Skull, great character. I couldn't imagine him being anything other than a villain. Like, even in, like, Lord of the Rings, like, I almost felt like, wait, he's a good guy? He should be a villain. Anyway, yeah, Marvel makes some goddamn good movies, and this is, like, the Marvel movie. Like, Captain America is like your Mario or your Sonic or like whatever mascot you can think of. Like, this is what represents Marvel, and you know, they did a damn good job. I give the movie 8 out of 10. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed what we've had to say about the movie. Obviously, we all really like it. Again, the main reason for the video is for my friend and John's friend and Athens' friend, Adrian Medley. This video is for you, and I wish I could be in Athens this weekend to celebrate with other Athens folk, but this is the way that I'm celebrating Adrian, and I was glad to have John Riehle help me out earlier. He was a great guy, and the world is a worse off place without him. All we can really hope is maybe he didn't actually get in that accident. Maybe he'll wake up like Captain America in 70 years when the world will need him even more. Adrian, I love you, man. Rest in peace.
Driving faster in my car, falling farther from just what we are. Smoke a cigarette and lie some more. These conversations kill, falling faster